What is up, Fosh? Anime bringing another review for Railgun S Episode 3. Now, let's jump right into the episode. Basically picks up with Misaka like wandering around. I guess it's like a flashback. So she's wandering around the city, and she's hearing rumors about these clones that are copies walk around the city. And everyone at school's like, "We saw you here, here, and there," and she's just like confused. Like, I don't understand. Like, what do you mean I was seeing the city earlier? I was at school or something like that. And she keeps walking, and basically the whole town is almost talking about these rumors of these copies or the cloning that they're going to be doing on some special level 5. And she kind of overhears a couple schoolgirls talking about who they picked for this program. She finds out it was basically her. I guess their name like level 5 railgun, so she gets picked. But Misaka on the other hand doesn't really believe it. She's just like, that's not true. That can't be real. So, and after that we get the opening, but we cut to, I guess, the last episode when Shinobu, the blue-head scientist, is talking to Misaka finally. They're finally having a chance to chat. And it was funny that this girl with no powers, like, doesn't really beat her, but like kind of shuts Misaka up real fast, like hitting her with their little suitcase thing, and then kicking her, and then all this stuff. But she's kind of revealing that she left these little cards, the cash cards, all around the city because she's trying to get, I guess, people for experiments. I think that's what she was trying to do. Somewhere along lines like that. She was trying to find the back alleys where the cameras wouldn't see people being abducted and things like this. But she didn't realize that all these regular not even students, kind of follow her around or got to where she was at. So, and they reveal like she was hiding this document, and she said something like, if they got this, it would be pretty bad. And she lights it on fire to get rid of it. And in doing so, Misaka kind of like, stop, don't do that. Grabs the paper and it flies everywhere. So there's a fire. And meanwhile, there's all these people that are knocked out on the ground. So Misaka's like, you're gonna kill these people. And Shinobu's kind of like, oh, that's a great idea. You have some pretty neat ideas. And she leaves, not worrying about the people that are left behind because she doesn't care. And Misaka kind of like has to escape the burning building as she saves those people. So it's kind of funny. Just her reaction was kind of priceless. But yeah, so that happens, and then we go to, I guess, her kind of gets the idea that she wants to investigate more about the clones and if the rumors are true or not. So she kind of uses her electric power to hack into like a computer mainframe to find information on Shinobu, where she goes to school and all this stuff. She finds out a lot of information about her, like she was a brilliant scientist, or a brilliant mind, I guess. And I think the word, like, she studied genetics, so that's where she comes in for the experiment on Misaka. And Misaka kind of figures out, okay, well, that's the same building I went to when I was a kid, and that building's missing. It's no longer in the city. So she figures, oh, something's going down, so I guess she goes off to investigate this. In the meantime, she leaves Kiriko behind, and Kiriko's kind of in her bedroom, messing with her giant teddy bear. It was kind of, I don't know, ridiculous watching that. I mean, she goes like crazy with this teddy bear, like, jumps all over it. But anyway, she has this for comical relief. It was pretty funny anyway. But then we have Satin, Eri, and Yoharu kind of hanging out in her bedroom, eating, having snacks. There's a funny moment with Satin is talking to the other girl, and she's talking about the cash cards. Like, Satin's like, I found this many. She throws on the table. But the other girl kind of pulls out this giant stack, like a fat stack of cards. She's like, this is how many I found. And Yoharu, or Satin's just kind of like, that sucks. Like, she thought she won. I guess he had a contest. I'm not sure. But anyway, that was just kind of the silly stuff of the episode. In the meantime, the main episode kind of follows Misaka sneaking into this government lab, I guess, what you would want to call it that. And they show her how she uses her powers. She can basically access any locked door, electronic door, and hacking computers, which they kind of revealed last season. And there's a lot of things she can do with her power. She can make weapons. Like, she can get the particles from the ground, like metal particles, and turn it into like this big like whip that made like moving particles with her electricity. Because she can make like magnets and stuff. Like you saw in episode, I think the first episode, of this season, where she's pinning the helicopter down with her lightning power, or electrical power, sorry. And yeah, I think that's what I like with her. But anyway, she sneaks into the lab and eventually gets this supercomputer where she looks up the data on the clones, and she finds out it was true. They did use her DNA to make clones. And she's reading all this stuff, and she's just kind of freaking out, like, why did I do this? If I would have known, I wouldn't have given my DNA. Which, looking back, it was kind of a dumb idea, but she was a little kid. What do you expect? That science guy took advantage of it. But she dives more and more into this subject and finds out at the end of it, well, it's frozen. The experiment is no longer being done. But of course, we know, if you know Index, that wasn't the case. They kept going. And she, I guess, closes the computer and leaves. And it's funny, as she's leaving, there's another sister, a version of her, is walking down the hallway, enters the computer room as Misaka leaves. So it's like, oh, you're so close to seeing her. That was kind of that rage moment, but I know they're saving that for later. And so she finds this truth, but they also revealed that the clones were not perfect level 5s. They could only get to like level 1 through 3, and that's where they stopped. And I guess it's kind of sad that they couldn't make exact copies of her, but And they also revealed that Shinobu somehow programmed the clones. So if you remember Index Season 1, each sister of Misaka kind of talks with in a weird way. You got Last Order, she talks like in third person. Everything she says she's about herself as she's doing it. So, and you have the sisters, they're kind of deadpan, they talk in a real monotone voice. It's kind of funny. But I guess they revealed Shinobu programmed them, so I'm like thinking, because Shinobu also talks in a funny type of way as well. So maybe she wanted to put that, her own self into the clone's mental processing. But yeah, that was pretty much the episode. Because, like I said, Misaka's doing her thing, the other characters doing their thing, and for some, silly moments or crazy moments, Misaka's power used in different ways. I think that's why I like this character so much. I mean, she can use the lightning power to electricity to climb walls. She basically makes a magnet on the wall, and she can climb any wall. She makes weapons, she can cause blackouts, shoot railguns, obviously. That's the main thing. Hacking the computers. So basically any government lab building she can sneak into no problem at all. The second thing, Kiriko, her scream at the end, like the big police silent scream, was pretty funny. I did laugh at that thing. And the last thing I want to say is I'm waiting for the reaction we get when Misaka finally meets her clone. Or the clones, I should say. But we know there's more than one, obviously. And that's been pretty much the episode. Kind of an okay episode. Yeah, anyway, that's been my review for episode 5 of Railgun S. Catch you later.